Welcome to today's episode of Places, People, Purpose. In yesterday's episode, we talked about the amazing collection of different and centuries-old architecture that Prague has to offer. Today, we are going to delve into some other equally amazing places in the city of Prague. Before doing so, though, we want to make you aware that our podcast is just one way to experience the places we visit. Our website, placespeoplepurpose.com, has pictures from our visits to all of these destinations, and soon there will also be a blog written by our mom, Barb, on each place we visit. We thought it would be fun for her to share her unique insights on our travels at 92 years young. If you'd like to read what we are calling Barb's blog, yes, I know, very original, you can find it on our website under the blog tab. We also have a video version of our podcast that we publish each and every day on our YouTube channel at Places, People, Purpose. These are just other ways you can enjoy the places we visit. Our goal is to develop amazing content and provide it to you in ways you want to experience it. If you have any input or suggestions for us, we would welcome receiving those. With that, let's jump into today's episode and learn more exciting information about the magical city of Prague in the Czech Republic. Prague's Jewish quarter is one of the most well-preserved and historically significant Jewish neighborhoods in Europe, with a history that spans over 1,000 years. Dating back to the 15th century, the old Jewish cemetery is a poignant reminder of the long and storied history of Prague's Jewish community. It contains thousands of tightly packed gravestones and is a place of deep spiritual significance. Comprising several sites, including synagogues and exhibitions, the Jewish Museum offers a comprehensive exploration of Jewish history, customs, and artifacts in the region. The Spanish synagogue, built in the Moorish Revival style, is home to a remarkable exhibition on Jewish history and culture. The Jewish Town Hall is an architectural gem featuring a tall clock tower with a unique Hebrew clock, and it houses exhibits on Jewish history. Finally, the Pinka Synagogue features a memorial to Holocaust victims. The walls bear the names of over 77,000 Czech and Moravian Jewish Holocaust victims. During World War II, the Jewish quarter suffered greatly under Nazi occupation. Many of its residents were deported and their properties confiscated. After the war, extensive restoration and preservation efforts were undertaken to ensure the survival of this historic district. Today, while the Jewish population in Prague is smaller than it once was, the Jewish quarter continues to be a place where Jewish culture and heritage thrive. It is home to a synagogue, cultural organizations, and kosher restaurants. Located on the western slopes of Prague's Hradčany district, overlooking the picturesque cityscape, the Strahov monastery is a timeless gem that embodies the rich cultural, religious, and intellectual heritage of the Czech Republic. This historic complex, founded in the 12th century, invites visitors to explore its captivating architecture, lush gardens, and remarkable collections of art, literature, and science. The monastery houses a library comprising 2 grand halls, and is renowned for its exquisite collection of manuscripts, rare books, and maps. If you get a little thirsty looking at all of these artifacts, then you will appreciate that the brewery produces its own craft beer, offering visitors a taste of traditional Czech brewing in a charming and historic setting. Another place worth mentioning is the Lennon Wall, which came into existence in the 1980s during a period of political turmoil in the world and dissent against the communist regime in Czechoslovakia. It was a spontaneous expression of freedom and rebellion against the oppressive government. What makes the Lennon Wall truly unique is that it is not a fixed piece of art. Instead, it is an ever-evolving canvas where visitors from around the world contribute their art, messages, and expressions of hope, peace, and love. The Lennon Wall is often regarded as a symbol of peaceful resistance and the desire for freedom during the communist era. It served as a source of inspiration for those advocating for political change. During the Velvet Revolution, a non-violent uprising that led to the fall of the communist regime in Czechoslovakia, the wall played a role as a meeting point for protesters and a canvas for expressing their aspirations. Today, the Lennon Wall is a popular tourist destination, drawing visitors from all over the world who come to leave their mark, take photographs, or simply soak in the atmosphere of artistic freedom. It is not just a tourist attraction, but a beloved landmark for the local community, reflecting the enduring spirit of Prague. Now let's talk about a topic that is near and dear to our heart, and that is some of the local food and beverages. Czech dishes seem to focus primarily on meat and potatoes. One of our absolute favorite dishes is roast pork with dumplings and cabbage, and of course, this is served with gravy. The other dish is duck with potato dumplings and red cabbage. Czech food is the ultimate comfort food, and in our biased opinion, wonderful. Of course, nothing goes better with these dishes than a wonderful Czech Pilsner. Czech beer, often simply referred to as pivo in the Czech Republic, is world famous for its quality, tradition, and rich brewing heritage. The oldest known brewing monastery in Prague is the Brevna Monastery, with records of brewing as early as 993 CE. And the Czechs are indeed serious about their pivo. The average Czech drank about 191 liters of beer in 2018, nearly double the amount of the next highest nation, Austria, at about 108 liters per capita. That's roughly 50 and 28 gallons, respectively. So the Czechs are drinking about a gallon of beer per week. And there are many wonderful beers besides Pilsner. So if you are planning a trip to the Czech Republic and you enjoy beer, exploring Czech beers definitely needs to be part of your itinerary. And then there are the desserts. And we were completely spoiled growing up because our grandfather from Czechoslovakia was a pastry chef. So we grew up thinking that European-style desserts were something that every home had. Some of our favorites are what's called palichinky, which is essentially a crepe that is baked in a pan and then filled with different fillings according to taste, usually with jam or strawberries. Our grandfather made them with a dried cheese and cinnamon filling, similar to a blintz. Another dessert that we loved was fruit dumplings. Prepared as yeast or potato dumplings, sweet dumplings are very popular in the Czech Republic. They are eaten both as a dessert and as a main course. They are filled with apricots, strawberries, or plums. The dumplings are best when eaten hot, as they just melt in your mouth. One of my relatives in Austria made plum dumplings for me and put a sweet mascarpone cheese on them when they were steaming hot. I can still almost taste how good they were. And then there were the sweetbreads. Grandpa would make poppy seed rolls where poppy seed paste was placed between layers of dough. Raisins, almonds, honey, and orange peel can be added to the bread dough in order to enhance its flavors and give it just that nice hint of sweetness. This was topped off with cinnamon, sugar, and butter. And finally, there is kolache. Kolache is a traditional Czech pastry that is also popular in other Central European countries and regions of the United States. The taste of kolache can vary depending on the filling used, as there are both sweet and savory versions. The kolache that our grandfather made was sweet, with a sweet ground poppy seed filling in the middle. The taste of our grandfather's kolache was a delightful combination of a slightly sweet, buttery dough and a filling of ground poppy seed, which was a well-loved treat for us through many years. Well, that's all we have for today's episode of Places, People, Purpose. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the exciting places and cuisine of Prague. Tomorrow, we are traveling to a new place, which is the city of Paris. This will be an amazing and fun journey. So please join us for our next episode of Places, People, Purpose, where we create connections to our world.